Hey guys, how you doing? Right here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. Remember to follow me on Facebook, guys. Nitro Kyosho, all one word, brings you to the community page. A lot of cool stuff there. This is just going to be a quick video, alright guys, on the 380 again. And it's basically going to be about something that I use on all my helicopters, and I strongly recommend that you guys use too. And for the price, you can't beat it to have the extra insurance on these things. Whether you're using a 2-cell LiPo to run or BEC, either one battery can die, BEC can pop. Scorpion backup card is what I'm talking about, guys, and it's a pretty cool thing. Basically what it is it plugs into your, whether you're using an Icon, Mikado, B-Stex, whatever kind of unit that you're using, and it's a 500 milliamp battery. Okay, and what it does is when it doesn't use any power or draw any power, what it does is just sit there waiting for when it needs to kick in, when it knows the BEC is dead or your 2-cell is dead, and then it throws power in, and it allows you to have power to all your servos and be able to land it safely. Okay, and a lot of guys were asking me about on something like this, where could you really put it? So this is just, like I said, going to be a quick video of the placement of where I decided to put it, and it seemed like the most logical place. You can put it wherever you want, but I think this kind of was a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Okay, and the reason that I didn't tuck it inside and back of the battery, I'll show you right now when I get up with this, guys. All right. I'll try to show you how I put mine there. What I did was I put on the lower part, okay, of the bracket down here, I put some sticky tape, and you can probably, if you can see it in there, and then I just put a zip tie, guys, here, alright, going around, and I put a little bit of heat shrink tubing on there just so it doesn't cut in and scar the plastic on this. And basically the reason that I put it like this was because the little charge part is here on this side, okay, and the switch to turn it on is over here. So if I put this switch and tucked it in here with the switch coming out, then you have to obviously Velcro it in there or zip tie it in there. It would make getting at the charge cord very, very difficult. Okay, almost really not accessible to get at all. So then if you had put with the charge cord here coming out this way with this laying in back, then you would have the switch tucked inside. So the logical choice, after I looked this over, I decided to put it there, and it doesn't affect any of the balance of the helicopter, because obviously your battery's up front there. Okay, now you can, I'm using satellites here, guys, one on each side, so I mean, if you wanted, you could put it on the side of the helicopter, but I think if a lot of people with Goblins, they want them pretty, they want them aesthetically pleasing. I took heat for putting a 120 speed control on my Goblin 500 on the outside, so you can do whatever you want, guys, but this is how I did mine. I think that it kind of, it's actually the same spot I have it on my 570 back there, and it's tucked away nicely, and that's just my little tip where I put mine. Like I said, logically you can tuck them in back of the battery, but the problem is getting at the stuff, and once I zip tie something in, I don't want to be cutting it and or Velcro it in and pulling it out, pulling it in, pulling it out. So that's where I put mine. It's just a little tip, and like I said, guys, these things can save you. I'm not a fan of BECs. Okay, I have one on here. With a Castle 100. I decided to use an external BEC because everyone said you'd blow up the stock one, the 5 amp one, and on all my helicopters I run Scorpion backup guards. It's just extra insurance for $24, guys, and you know, it makes me feel a lot more comfortable knowing it's there, and that if something did happen, you hear about BECs popping all the time, guys, you know, and even a 2-cell battery, I mean, that's more reliable in my opinion. I use 2 cells on my 500 Goblin, 570 and 700 T-Rex, but some guys are diehard BEC and they don't want to be bothered charging that extra battery. You know, usually a 2-cell, they'll rarely, they definitely trust a 2-cell more than a BEC any day of the week, okay? And you can get Thunder Power, 1900 milliamp ones that, you know, you can get 4, 5, 6 flights out of a Goblin 500 or whatever, so safely. But anyways, that's just my little tip on this, guys, and I hope that it helps you out. I don't want to sit here babbling anymore. So there it is, and that's where I put mine. Thanks for watching.